It's time for Hot Topics, where we are going to discuss all of this. On today's panel, I have comedian Ellen Aquario, improv actor Pearl Lamb, and New Day producer Rebecca Perry. Hello, ladies.
Hello.
Cheers. We all got you coffee this morning.
Ooh. Cheers.
Even though I still am struggling with using my words. I'll be better now. So apparently Starbucks is going to be unveiling a new ice, Pebble Ice.
Yeah.
Which is that the really crunchy kind?
Yeah, it's like smaller and like less.
I love
baby bobas, I think, right?
You're not gonna break your tooth if you.
Costco has that ice, or at least they used to. Maybe they don't anymore. I don't know. But when I was pregnant,
Yeah,
they do.
I went last weekend and it is so good.
Costco has everything.
Costco does, yeah.
I was pregnant, and my mom and I took a big container. We're talking like a plus size, and I got all the ice because I just love to eat it.
Yeah.
So I'm here for Starbucks changing the ice. I don't know. What about y'all?
Does it? I mean, is that something that people even talk about? Like the ice in your. I've never ever thought to even think about the ice.
I guess if you know, you know. But I wouldn't have requested it. But the fact that it's coming is thrilling.
I like big ice.
Oh,
I
the
bought
bigger
my
ice, the better.
refrigerator because it makes this giant ball of ice, and it's just fun to look at. My husband's like, "Do we really pay $500 more for a ball ice maker? Because it lasts longer, right?"
Your ice maker makes ball ice?
Yeah.
See, that's awesome, but I just have like the 7-Eleven. I'll just get like a $3 bag and then just crush it with like a cup.
Oh, that's
and like
good.
there's something very primal about mastication. Like you can just chew on the ice. And
Yeah.
You can't do that with like a ball of ice, even though I love that idea.
How do you even, can you even get it all in your mouth, the ball? How big is the ball? What?
This is daytime, Amity.
Amity. I mean,
It's a
because I
daytime
love to
question.
chew the ice too, but how do you, I guess?
I have TMJ, so I can't personally.
No, it's for, I think for like little like liquor, you know, like it's more for that. It keeps it cold. You don't.
It's
You don't,
fancy.
yeah, but the Pebble Ice you chew on, I guess. My kids would love Pebble Ice because they're always like, "Nyah, nyah, nyah, nyah." I want
they
to bite
do.
on something.
All right. Another, by the way, I just have to, we're dispelling myths and rumors this morning. We heard a rumor going around that Starbucks would charge you $1 more if you asked for less ice.
Not true.
It's not
Oh,
true.
No.
Thank
the whole
God.
theory is because that would mean you'd have more coffee if there's less ice,
Yeah.
but they're like,
I would have
that's not true.
totally believed that. I would have
lot of
been like,
people
yeah,
did.
that's what they're gonna do.
And it
you
made
just leave
people
an
quite
inch?
frothy.
I love what you did there.
But that's not true. We wanted to dispel that myth. Okay. All right, moving on. I want to talk to you about an article that was written by The Stranger.
Yes.
It's an important piece of journalism that has been shared. There's a Taco Bell in Lower Queen Anne, you've probably driven by it before, that apparently charges way more than other Taco Bells. And hang on to your gorditas, my friend, because listen to this. A Crunch Wrap Supreme costs $11.
No.
And a plain old bean burrito is $6. Are you out of your mind?
Wait, how can that be allowed? It's like, isn't it like a chain operation?
It is a franchise.
I think franchise can do what they do. I think.
But there are rules when you own a franchise. I have two friends who own exercise franchisees. Anyway, they're under very strict rules. So,
Yeah,
Rebecca,
I
what
thought-
did you think of this article? Did they say that they were gonna, you know?
I mean, I think this is like service journalism to all of us because now, I mean, whenever I go, I'm always looking at the prices on the thing because I'm a super cheap person. But like, I can understand if you're used to going to Taco Bell all the time and
Right.
you're just not even used to looking at the, and then you come out with like $50 worth of gorditas or Crunch Wrap Supremes.
I'd be
like,
mad.
That's insane.
I'm gonna play the devil's advocate though and
Okay.
say when the body wants Taco Bell, the body wants Taco Bell. So you don't have like the mind has no choice in that matter. At that point, you will pay $11 to $80 for a Crunch Wrap Supreme. If the body wants it, it wants it. That's
Yeah.
a personal thing though, maybe.
You've come too far to.
That's true.
That
Or
would
no
be so
return.
embarrassing to drive up to the and you're held up in the line and you're like, what?
Yeah.
$11? I'm gonna back up. No bueno. Like, could you imagine?
and everyone else has to back up.
Yeah, I mean, I just, you know, I don't know. Hopefully, we're gonna continue to follow this story and bring you updates as they become available. Meantime, a website called the Dog Advisory Council analyzed Twitter complaints. So they went boop, 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 all the Twitter complaints, and they found that Seattle has the third worst dog owners in the country. Pittsburgh, Newark, And Seattle, number 3, Cleveland, and DC. Wow, that is not a great list, kids.
Apparently, we have the most poop complaints in the country.
Most
People
poop?
not picking up the
Off leash and barking. And I will say, I have seen people very free with their dogs sometimes, guys.
The off leash is rampant. You know, I believe it.
So
I believe
true.
Seattle would be like that because you know why? It's like parents who don't parent. You know, you have that. We're dog owners that don't, you know, do the owner thing. We spoil here.
Pearl, you're being awfully quiet. Do you want to?
Oh, guilty. I don't have a dog, but I believe that totally. I feel like Seattleites are just like, either they're like, ew, poop, or it's like, oh, it's biodegradable. It'll, you know, be like fertilizer, but it's like for a children's playground or something. It needs to be picked up.
Yeah. All right, speaking of children, have you heard of this new mommunes trend? Like, it's a play on communes. It's mommunes, where all these single moms live together and raise their kids together to save money and help each other. Like, I love this idea.
Genius.
I love this idea. I have a couple of mom friends who are single moms, and they're like, let's do this. What do y'all think?
It's the best concept. Like, you know the saying, it takes a village?
Yeah.
It
Yeah.
really does. And I have mad respect for single mothers. I can barely mother in a duo situation,
I
let
hear
alone
you.
single it out. Like,
Yeah.
oh my God. I think it's brilliant. And it truly takes more than just one person to help and be in nurturing a child's life. So kudos to those moms. Brilliance.
Super smart.
As a lesbian, I strongly endorse this idea.
100%. I'm here for it. I'm here for it. Go to the mommunes. Well, speaking of kids, I got to bring up this fancy new book that was just released. Ellen, you wrote this book. It's a new children's book, The Adventures of Penguin and Panda, Be You. Tell me about it real quick.
So I've always, you know, wanted to any parent, right, struggles with doing better. With each generation, you hope to be better for your kids. And that's the concept for this book, because when I was growing up, I think I was taught, like, you have to be quiet, you have to be a certain way in life to fit in your role.
Yeah.
And I struggled with that a lot. And I'm 41 now, and I've got kids 7 and 11 years old, and I wonder, like, what would I have been if I had been just allowed to just be me? Like, and just relax.
Make me cry. I'm
and-
reading this. And
And so that's what I want to give to my kids. I want to tell them, you know, you don't have to fit my expectation. You don't have to fit society's expectation. You can just relax and be a kid and enjoy your childhood. So,
Yes.
yeah.
The illustrations are beautiful, and she has purple hair like you.
And she does. She has
love
purple
that.
hair.
And I do want
love
to give
it.
a shout out to my artist. He's Tremaine Bauman, and
So pretty.
he's a black artist that I purposefully sought out because I wanted to show when our communities, Asian and black communities, come together, we can create wonderful works that, you know, are great for our community. So
Beautiful.
That's
I love it.
incredible.